Sorry, so I had to start a part two now, because my baby woke up and I had to check up on her and I had to fix the light. So, alright, so I'm gonna just go over that question that I was talking about in the last part of the first video. So, again, the question was, in this lifetime, am I following my heart's desire and soul urge currently, and or what can spirit offer me to resonate more with those things? So, in regard to, am I following my heart's desire and soul urge currently? Um, right now, from your energy, since like before, like I said, as you were younger, or you progressed as you got older, you had, those moments where people would judge you like you were weird or strange and things like that. So I don't even feel at times your heart's desire, because you're very accepting of like just how life is in general. Like you don't complain a lot, and you just kind of go with the flow. So again, when it's in regards to your heart's desire, I feel like it's an ever evolving thing, so your desires can change, all right? And that is a question one needs to ask themselves. Do you feel like you're following your heart's desire? Like, what are your desires? If you can't really answer that question, then that means you don't know what your desires are, or you haven't like found out what your desires are. And this is definitely more of like a time for self realization and awakening of what you like and what you dislike. So I'm gonna pull out a card from the animal spirit guides in regards to that. Sorry, when I'm channeling, my words get mixed up. Okay, so I definitely feel like it's an internal thing. I definitely feel like spirit's telling me for you to um, ask yourself if you're following your heart's desire right now. To answer that, truly, I don't feel like you know what your heart's desire is. So, um, once you find out, once you try those different things, like it all ties up with the career path as well. You will be able to follow it. Okay, so I'm gonna pull out a card for you in regards to this question. All right, it says music is essential to your healing and well-being, whether singing, playing an instrument, or listening. So the card you got says humpback whale. All right, so I'm going to read a little bit off the guidebook because it's very descriptive on these guidebooks. So it says, in order to diagnose their patients, one of the questions that shamans often ask was, when the patient stopped singing, if it had been quite some time. The shaman was certain to recommend singing among other remedies as an essential aspect of recovery. All that's involved when you sing, the fullness and rhythm of your breathing, the opening of your mouth and jaw, and the soulful and creative expression of your spirit, serves to enhance your health and raise your vibrations. Similarly, playing an instrument can touch those inner creative depths that yearn to be expressed through song. Simply listening with your full attention to your favorite tune or melody can also inspire and heal. Make music as essential to your lifestyle as eating and breathing. You can breach the inhibitions about expressing yourself musically that you've acquired over the years in some very simple, easy ways. Sing, chant, or play an instrument. Take a few lessons as a means to shore up your confidence. Let the magical child inside help you rediscover the joy of creating music. Dive in, play. Breath work, sound healing, sensitivity, and essential wisdom, creativity, inner depths, insight, release, guardianship, singing. So I don't know if you connect with music very much. I don't know if you like singing or you like just music in general, but I feel like this card is definitely coming out because deep down a soul level you can connect with that. Okay, and maybe this can be one of your heart's desires or a dream or something that you've been very much into. I'm not sure if that's not the case, then maybe you're just connected to music on a very deep level, and it can be a very healing aspect for you, and that's something you can take into account very much in regards to you dealing with um, different different parts of your path. Um, I also feel like if it's not music in a metaphorical way, I feel like it's just trying to say to try different things, open up your inner child again, like let your inner child out again for you could find out what your heart desires are, okay? So if it's not music, then it's saying to be open, like those first cards that I pulled out for the career path, be open to um exploring, trying new things and having fun with it at the same time. All right. So that's what I'm picking up for that question. Okay, and what can spirit offer to me to resonate more with those things? Yeah, so to resonate more with those things, they're just saying to try different things. Let your inner child out, really. Listen to music, play music. If you don't connect with music like that, if I meant like you don't really like music, or all these things, try to listen to music, play some music, play an instrument, do something that will open up your inner child, and that will allow you to have that curiosity and that funness of being open to trying things, and that will lead you to your heart's desire. Okay, so it's saying to me to embrace your inner child, and music's a good way of doing that. Okay, all right. So it says, now what's the next question? What messages does spirit bring in regards to my life? Angels, spirit guides, past, over, loved ones. Okay. um Now, I told you again, I felt that animal in spirit, okay? It's like a dog or something. I think I told you that earlier. Just know that he's with you in spirit. This isn't a spirit communication reading, so I can't go into full details with that. But I'm just going to tell you what your angels and your spirit guides are telling me. Definitely be more bold, be more daring, be more of a risk taker. Don't be afraid. Don't let fear hold you back from just trying new things, trying different things, or changing up like your normal routine. I feel like you always have the same routine, the same planned routine, the same thing, and I feel like spirit's telling me, and your angels and spirit guides are telling you to try something different. Don't be afraid to get out of your comfort zone. Like, again, I think I told you this in the beginning of the reading. Don't be afraid to get out of your box or your comfort zone, okay? And try different things, because I feel like once you do that, you're going to be able to follow your heart's desire, be able to know what's your life path for your career. I mean, what is your career for your life path? You're going to be able to eventually meet your twin flame, things like that. I feel like that is all in regards to trying different things. I feel like you haven't really had those opportunities to try different things because you just kind of set your mind to a certain goal. And so basically, I feel like you haven't really been able to live life, to that extent. Not because you've been afraid, but because you just haven't done it. I feel like you've either said I'll do it, but then you don't, or like you procrastinate, or that's what I'm just picking up. Okay, in regards to your angels and your spirit guides. What is my divine blueprint, and are there any clear messages and guidance? Okay, so it's just whatever I'm picking up, basically. All right. I don't know why I see you traveling a lot. So I don't know if you have a trip planned, like to Europe, or a trip planned to Costa Rica, or a trip planned to go see a friend or hang out somewhere with somebody. But I see you going on a trip. I don't know when, but you're going to go on a trip like for vacation to like meet somebody or visit someone or something. Okay, so that's coming through. Okay. Now I'm just going to pull out a card in regards to just general clear messages and guidance for your divine blueprint. Okay, I'm not your divine blueprint, just clear messages and guidance in general. Okay, and then I will tell you what I feel from your divine blueprint. Okay. So the card you got, it's the cat. All right. All right. So I'm going to read off what it says here. All right. It says it's time to strike out on your own and relinquish your over-dependency on others. It's so easy to slip into a comfortable dependency with anything or anyone. From simple dependencies that can be healthy and restorative, such as daily exercise, to destructive and hardcore dependencies, such as an addiction. You may find yourself so totally hooked on another person that you lose yourself, always turning to that individual to either make decisions for you or to validate your own. This can apply to organizations and institutions as well. Those dependencies that you're most familiar with are most likely born out of habit rather than conscious choice. To make truly autonomous decisions, don't get caught up in the polarities of being dependent on independent. Instead, make those choices from a place where you maintain your own authority and power and accept 100% responsibility for these choices, for those choices and their consequences. Now is the time to review the people and things upon which you excessively and habitually, I hope I said that correctly, I'm sorry, I'm reading, it's hard for me to read. Step back from them, identify the areas where you need to make some adjustments, and act accordingly. Practice setting boundaries, asking for what you want, and making decisions based on your own internal authority and autonomy. All right. It's funny because a lot of the things that I was just talking about, which is curiosity, courage, cleverness, intuition, independence. So basically this can mean two things. It can mean either there's something in your life where you've grown dependency on, if it's positive or negative, but gotten to the point where you haven't been able to speak your desires or your wants, and because you've been kind of so dependent on what's been around you, or who you've been dealing with, so you haven't really created your own standards and boundaries for yourself when it comes down to depending on these things or this person. So, but for me, I think what I'm feeling is that you've depended on the aspect of just normal survival, and you haven't let yourself again have that curiosity or to get out of that comfort zone. And I feel like Spirit's definitely saying, like, use this time to create your own boundaries and standards when it comes down to creating that openness to doing different things. That's what I'm definitely feeling. So it's the dependency of survival of the fittest, the dependency of just being like, just doing everyday, day-to-day things without actually stopping and being like, hey, like, what do I really want? Like, something's missing, or I don't feel like, this is like right for me. It's normal to question things. We have to stop and take a breather sometimes to see what is making us happy and what is not making us happy. That just makes us human. All right. So that's what this card is definitely saying. So for me, it's just the dependency of survival of the fittest, you not allowing yourself to do something different and actually explore that, explore your emotions and what you want and your desires. Let me see what else I feel. I definitely feel like what you're doing now, career path, I feel like there's something else you wanted to do but you didn't do it, but I feel like you should do that. Now, if that's not the case, then what you're doing now, I don't feel like you're going to continue doing that. I feel like you're going to either, go back to school or just get another job in something a little bit more different. But I see you trying something different and something new. And it's going to be something very scary for you because, again, it's something that you're going to get out of your comfort zone with. okay? I very much feel like, I don't know if you've ever used I feel like you've been very drawn to like psychic work, but you never like done it obviously, but you're just very intrigued by it. So I don't know if it's uh like you're just intrigued by the whole like spiritual metaphysical part of it. I feel like you're very much intrigued by those things. So you like metaphysical stores and things like that. That's what I'm um pulling up a lot. I feel like I don't know why, but I got recently, like, or maybe in the future, or something you did in the past, that you helped elderly people. But I'm picking up elderly people around you, or I don't know if there's somebody you take care of that's elderly, that's around you, you live with, but that's just being acknowledged. I don't know if you do that, or there's somebody that's elderly that you take care of, or somebody that's close to you that you live with that's like that, or you used to help some elderly in the past, or it's like a past thing you did. But that's just something I'm picking up, okay? I see you, like I said, the traveling, but I see you moving. So I don't know if you moved where you are recently, or there's a move, but I see like a moving at some point, okay? I see a moving. I can't pinpoint exactly, but I see a moving. I see you like moving to somewhere, moving to an apartment, or moving to something like, okay, or an apartment to living with somebody else, but I just see you moving, okay, or you just moved, I'm not sure, okay, that's just something I'm picking up with. What's amazing is that you can be funny. You don't need to say much, and you could be a funny person, or you could like make someone laugh, and that's something cool that everybody loves about you. Like you're just funny with your like how you express things. You don't need to say so many words and people just laugh. And that's just because you have this like aura and this energy with you that just allows people to react like that. Okay. It's all coming down to just feel feel free to get out of your comfort zone. Don't be afraid to get out of your comfort zone. Be bold, be daring. That's definitely what I feel like is the guidance in this reading, okay? And a lot of these questions you ask me, I would, not the first ones, but a lot of the ones in regards to your heart's desire, your divine blueprint, to be honest, these are questions that I definitely feel like my spirit guides are telling me that like are things that you can learn about yourself. So also the motto about this can be you learning more about yourself, instead of just sticking with the normal survival of the fittest, just everyday life. Actually sit, meditate, ask yourself these questions and learn about yourself. Like kind of like if you got in a coma and you're learning everything new about yourself, do that. Because I feel like you're kind of evolving now, where like a lot of the things you liked before you don't like now, or you're not sure of it, you're questioning it, and that's kind of I wouldn't say freaking you out, but like changing your whole perspective on like life and spirituality and everything in general. Okay, so I'm going to leave you with that, hun. I really hope you enjoyed this reading, and please, if you could leave a written review on my Facebook page, Medium Emary, it would mean so much to me. I very much enjoyed this. Many blessings. Have a great night or day. Thank you so much. Bye now.